guys, I am very excited to review for you today this self-cleaning litter box from Sousia. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a nice close look, demoing it for you and getting into all the different features as well as the downsides so you can decide whether or not this would be right for you. So first off, let me show you exactly how setup works. After you've removed everything from the packaging, you're going to put in your litter, which I have already done. I will say one quick initial downside, I really wish there were an easier way to put in the litter. You can literally only fill it from this little hole right here in the front. I reviewed a lot of other litter boxes. Many you can open up the top and pour it in like that, but with this small opening, you know, if your litter comes in a box or even a container like this, it's just really hard and awkward to fill. Still possible, just wish it could be a little bit easier. You're also gonna get the waste bag ready to go. So you're gonna pop the top here. I think it's really interesting. Again, I reviewed lots of litter boxes and I haven't seen one where the waste bag is at the top. And essentially to put it on here, you'll just open up the bag, bring it all the way around nice and tight, and then take this loop here to further tighten it, and then just kind of twist it around this piece right here to keep it nice and secure. And then close up that top. Take that cord, plug it in. And you'll see what it's doing right now is just setting it, calculating the weight. All right, and now that the litter level has been set, I'm gonna show you exactly how to connect to the app. So this is the Smart Life app. We've got a display with 4 different buttons down here. I'm gonna press and hold the first one for about 2 seconds, and that will turn on the Wi-Fi mode. And then you'll see here right in the app, the litter box should just pop right up. Make sure you've got 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi or else it's just not gonna work. All right, plugged in my Wi-Fi info, it's now connecting, and voila, it's been added successfully and we're already getting notifications for it. And then within the app, there's a lot that you can do. It'll tell you things like your cat's weight, it'll monitor their time using it. You can turn on things like auto mode, which will essentially allow it to run after your cat does their business. We've got clean, deodorizer, empty, all buttons that you can control from the app as well as right on the device itself. And there are just a ton of different settings here, so you can totally customize it to your preferred schedule, routine, and household. And now to demo the cleaning function. You'll see my cat's waste is in here, and I'm gonna show you how to do that right from the device itself. It's that second button here. Button 1 will set to auto and turn on the Wi-Fi. Button 2 cleans. Button 3 deodorizes. Button 4 can turn off the sensors if, say, you're in a tighter space and the sensors need to be off, or empty the box. It just depends on whether you short press or long press. Don't worry, everything's laid out in the user manual. It's super simple. All the buttons will do just something slightly different depending on what you need. But I'm gonna go ahead and press that clean button so you can see it start to do the process. As you can see, the process also fascinates my cat. And thankfully, the device is equipped with safety sensors, so I'm not worried about if she were to just hop in. And now it's done and we've got a clean litter box. And after cleaning, it automatically turns on the deodorizer, which will work its magic for 30 minutes. And here's a closer look inside. You'll see that it definitely cleaned really well, super thoroughly. It's also incredibly quiet. Both the deodorizing and the cleaning functions are definitely not disruptive. Back there are some fill lines also. The top one is the max, and you can't see the bottom one, but if you do, that means you should probably add more litter. Now here's a closer look at the rake. You will see it definitely clean those bigger clumps. For smaller clumps, however, they definitely are capable of sliding through. The little rake pieces could be much smaller. It would be nice if the holes were smaller, so then you don't have to worry about just little bits still sticking around. Stuff can also get stuck in the back. I've had issues with it sticking on the bottom. Sometimes with a lot of cleaning, those little bits can get picked up, but even so, just the main thing with this litter box is it's not going to be quite as automatic maybe as you want. It's not 100% maintenance free. You're still gonna have to clean the device every now and then. I'd still recommend just emptying that litter out if it does get smelly, or if extra bits do get caked on the backs, on the walls, on the bottom, which is unfortunately likely to happen, you know, if there are little bits that are still sticking around. It would be nice if that weren't the case, but unfortunately that is somewhat common for a lot of automatic litter boxes. I will say some can be cleaner. This one you might have to clean it a little bit more frequently than maybe more premium model, but I am still impressed in its cleaning abilities. Its deodorizing works well. It just definitely can get pretty messy after a while. And lastly, I do have to mention this litter box, kind of small, especially this opening. It's designed to accommodate cats up to 18 pounds. My cat's pretty small at around 9 pounds, but even her, I mean, you saw her when she was looking at the litter box here. She's small, and yet this is a really small little opening, and there's not a ton of space in there to move around. I've seen other litter boxes that are quite a bit larger. As you can see, here's my kitty inside the litter box. A decent size for her, but for bigger cats, maybe not so much. It's definitely nice and compact though, great for smaller spaces. Still though, solid capacity at 65 liters, and it works very well. But essentially, to sum up, great litter box, does its job. I love the app control. Just keep in mind, it could be a little bit smaller for bigger cats. It is definitely sure to get a little bit messy with waste getting caked on the bottoms, the sides, the back, and little smaller bits that don't get caught up in the rake. Also wish it could be a little bit easier to fill with litter. This small opening here, not as convenient as it could be. Thankfully you can remove this panel, and that does give you a little bit more of an opening here. This is essentially just to help with tracking, and this could help with bigger cats too if you want to just remove this panel entirely. Okay, 100% though, you're gonna need a litter mat with this litter box. My cat just walked out, and this is the whole mess that created. But that's about it. Definitely still check out this litter box if you're looking for a great automatic design. Definitely does the job, cleans, deodorizes. You may just have to clean it every now and then, but that's pretty typical with all litter boxes. So give it a try. Hope you love it just as much as I do.